What's up, guys? This is OddsAre here, and I'm bringing you guys my week 2 match of the PCL. This week I'm facing DyeItTight and the Rockruffs. So let's get right on into the game. I am rocking a Mega Aggron with okay, sorry, I didn't realize I was playing. I'm rocking a normal Mega Aggron with Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, and possibly Rust, I believe. Offensive Tornadus, I don't remember all 4 moves, is Hurricane, Psychic, U-Turn, and then I think Dark Pulse, or yeah, no, I think I made a mistake and there's 2 Psychic moves, so there's Psychic and Extra Sensory on this. Greninja was a Life Orb Greninja, I believe, and it had four moves on Protein, so those would be all Stab. And I don't think I had Hydro Pump, if I remember correctly. I might have had Hydro Pump. My next mon is Reuniclus. It was a max defensive Reuniclus with Calm Mind. It was able to pretty much 1v1 his entire team if I was able to get it up. And you'll see that Reuniclus becomes very important to this game. I have a default Comfey because I was afraid of webs with Araquanid, and rightfully so. My next mon is Dragonite. It was D-Dance with it's a basic D-Dance with Iron Tail. So let's get right on into the game. I am running at 2 speed because I need this fast. Let's go fast. I'm out Mega Aggron. Actually, this is too fast. This is too fast. Okay, I bring out my mons. Let's go to 1.5. Okay, I bring out Mega Aggron here. He brings out his Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black is honestly a pretty scary mon. Actually, I do remember I had a low on. I do bring out Mega Aggron. He clicks Substitute. I just don't want to do anything. I know Heavy Slam is effective. I did not realize how little damage it will do. You'll see in the next encounter that it only does about 25%. So I think just sub, it looks like. And Earth Power does quite a bit. I should have that on Mega Aggron. Definitely would have helped me a lot. So he does just Roost here, which is perfectly fine. And I click Heavy Slam once and it's not doing too much. I decide to, I think I if I'm not mistaken, I bring it really low, and I do believe I throw Stealth Rocks, yes. I don't have any reason to keep Mega Aggron because it's not outspeeding anything. Just to go down right here. Ice Beam takes me out, which I know I was in red, but not very effective. I do go out into Greninja here, and he does show he's not scarfed or anything, so I can go for a low kick, which that's exactly what I'd go for here. That crit made me think I can go out into Torn. He's been known to, at least from what I've seen, he was known to play fairly straightforward, and I thought he would just click the Mach Punch, so I went and Tornadus. He does show the Ice Punch, which was unfortunate, and it brings Tornadus down really low. I click Psychic this turn because there's a few different ways I can go this. I can either miss the Hurricane, or I can go for a pretty much guaranteed Psychic. That's what I was thinking at this point. I didn't want to risk the Hurricane, but normally I would risk the Hurricanes if anyone knows me. I play to the optimal way, you know. I play for Hydro Pump misses, and I play for Hurricanes. So I should have clicked Hurricane here, but I clicked Psychic because I thought this would kill, but I found out it's called vested and it lives on 18%. I was kind of upset about that, but it happens. So whatever. I do end up losing after that. That was actually a pretty decent win con because that was going to deal with the Arachnid problem and a few others. But I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to go out into Comfey, click Leech Seed because I don't think he's staying in. And he does go out into Zapdos. I do believe I clicked Leech Seed here. No, I just clicked Draining Kiss because I did want to get more damage from Conk, and I wasn't really sure. He does just defog away the rocks, sadly, but it happens. And I throw Leech Seed on Zapdos. I do take some leftovers from Zapdos. I do Draining Kick once again. I should had Calm Mind on this thing, but I wasn't really sure if it would do much for me, and it probably really wouldn't. He does switch out, and I do believe I stay in and click Draining Kiss one more time. I'm going to stay in once more because this is a defensive Comfey to be able to deal with Kyurem Black decently well. I do miss the setting. He does Toxic me, which is no big deal. And this is my main counter to Araquanid and Black, or not main counter, but like a side counter to both of them. And I do miss the once again. Honestly, very, very sucks. If I could have got any residual damage on this Araquanid, it would have been very, very helpful. I am forced to switch out here. And then I go out into Reuniclus. He does throw out the which isn't bothering me too much. I thought I was fine just to start Calm Mind and setting up, but I ultimately remembered that Liquidation is the thing. You'll see this quite a bit throughout the game. I am spamming recovers, and he is spamming liquidations, because this is actually going to be a very good battle. He does just end up going Conkeldurr. I do Calm Mind once again. He wants a really leftovers, which is perfectly fine. I get a second special attack, or I get a second Calm Mind up, which is perfectly fine. He knocks it out, which is kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't really do too much. I Psychic, and I was actually afraid to go to Kyurem Black or something like that, because I wasn't really at an HP to take it very well, but gladly he just goes out and trying to finish me off. I do live with a little bit of HP, and I click Recover here. I am going to spam Recover for the next couple turns here. And I'm going to click Leech Life once again, and I'm going to recover one more time. I should Calm Mind here. That was a crit. I recover. Okay. That was actually a decent play. I was afraid of a crit, I think. And he liquidated, but he can't break through me. I recover one more time. I'm recover spamming a little bit too much here. I should have already had another Calm Mind up. More. I think I Calm Mind. No, a Psychic. I've seen how much damage it does. This shows to be a very specially defensive Araquanid from what I can see. I think I Calm Mind. No, I recover, but it doesn't really matter because I have to switch out because of the drop. And he's just gaining HP slowly through leftovers. I should have had knockoff or something on something. I do go out into Comfey, and Sticky Webs do hit me, and he does Leech Life. It does nothing to Comfey, but he's going to probably finish me off with the Liquidation plus Toxic, so I'm not able to remove the Sticky Webs. Let me actually fast forward through this, because this is pretty quickly. I do defog. I gain a little bit less from Sticky Webs. I should have had Synthesis on this thing. I do remember the set now. It was Toxic. No, it's Leech Seed. I don't actually remember. It was Leech Seed something. It was Leech Seed, Defog, Draining Kiss, and Toxic, if I had to guess. I know I didn't have Synthesis, so I was actually really upset I didn't have Synthesis. He goes for it again. So he is at +4, which is pretty unfortunate. And I'm trying to just slowly keep this thing at bay. I think is enough where I can weaken him to weaken him enough. So I do go out. I do not have Water Shuriken, but since I did it so quickly, I made him think I did. Like I had no other play than hard switching into Greninja, but I didn't actually have Water Shuriken. He was in range for Water Shuriken and everything, but I just did not have it. So I had to trick him into thinking I had it. So that actually really worked. Greninja, click Ice Beam, and I get a freeze on on Bella here. I was actually really wishing I had a gunk shot at this point, but I ended up switching that for another move. I think it was either Hydro Pump or Low Kick. I think it was a Low Kick that I switched gunk shot out for, but it happens, and he does get a freeze. I do stay in, and I do click Hydro Pump. That's a decent amount of damage to Arachnid. It shows that I'm a life orb, and that's pretty much it. I do have to withdraw Greninja. I go out into Reuniclus because this is pretty much my best counter for this. He does switch out into Bella, and that's fine. I can start trying to Calm Mind on this, maybe get 1 or 2. He does switch out immediately, which is very nice, and I get a free Calm Mind up. I should go for another Calm Mind here. He does fine. Does a little bit of damage. I do get 1 more Calm Mind up. So I am +2. If I can get 1 more, I can 3-hit KO. So I need to at least get 3. So I need to get 2 recovers in a row. So he's going to attack me with Liquidation. I'm going to recover 1 time. But sadly, he does get the defensive off. I just go for Psychic, which is actually the good play there. I have to withdraw Reuniclus. I go out with Dragonite. He decides to Leech Life, which is absolutely nothing to me. And yeah, I will end up clicking D-Dance Dragonite right here. He goes out into Zapdos here, and I will be able to outspeed this thing and be able to kill it with Outrage, which Outrage was a safe play because Sylveon was frozen, and I didn't have any way to worry about this. It doesn't affect, which is perfectly fine. It stays frozen solid, which is very nice as well. And I have a choice. Either I can stay in. I can either stay in or I can switch out, hoping that he can't do anything. A Dragonite was honestly my win con at that point, so I probably should not have risked it. But since he was frozen, and it's only been for 2 turns, I thought it was pretty safe that he wouldn't thaw out. Sadly, he does. And I had a Iron Tail, so I would have been able to OHKO with Iron Tail. But I hit myself in computer. I don't know if I hit this 50% technically, because 25% for the 25% for the confusion, and 75% for the move, so that equals 50% chance to actually hit my move, which was not the best odds in my mind, but I wasn't expecting him to actually unthaw. So it happens. He does unthaw, gets a crit, which wouldn't matter because my multi-skill was already broken. I go out into Reuniclus. He clicks I live on 3 HP, I believe, and then I recover up, and I know I can recover up on this thing, so I can recover once again. He does switch out into Arachnid, and my only way to win is if I get pretty much get 3 Calm Minds up and a single Liquidation. If he gets a single Liquidation up, I will lose this game. I'm running out of recovers as well. I think I had about 10 or so at time around here, so I had just enough to possibly kill this plus 1 more, and then hopefully Greninja will be able to finish off the rest of the mons. So Liquidation here. I live on very little. I recover, then I have to recover 1 more time, and I click Calm Mind. After I recover here, I will click Calm Mind here, because I need to play a little bit risky. I also know he's running out of liquidations as well. He's been spamming them countlessly, so I have to be hopeful that he just runs out of liquidations, or he just doesn't hit it very soon. He does not hit it there, which is very nice. I think I'm at +2 here. And I'm trying to get to +2. Liquidation 1 more time. No drop. Gladly, I get 1 more recover off. I click Calm Mind here. Liquidation once again. I don't get the drop. I get another Calm Mind. I believe I am at +3. Liquidation once again. He gets the drop on his last Liquidation. He told me that in a Discord after the game. That was so upsetting, and Leech Life his entire HP back, and I would have killed the Arachnid there if he didn't get so much HP off. And sadly he does kill me off here. Nothing I can do. The crit didn't matter, of course. And Greninja is here to fend for himself. Honestly, I don't have anything for this Arachnid on Greninja, and I will end up losing 4-0. I'm trying to get flinches with Greninja, and that's the only way I could possibly win. I'd have to get one flinch with Dark Pulse, or not even win, just help with differential. I'd have to get one flinch with Dark Pulse, then I would have to hit a Hydro Pump to be able to kill the Arachnid. So those odds are pretty stacked against me. I wasn't expecting to win, but after this, all you'd have to do is bring in Sylveon or something that just resists all my moves, and be able to win. Maybe he doesn't realize I don't have Gunk Shot. I don't know. Actually, I revealed all my moves. So I have Low Kick, Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam. So he knows I don't have Gunk Shot at this point if he was following the game and paying attention to all my moves. But this was at the end of the game, and I will end up losing this, of course. That's effective, and Greninja does go down, and I do lose 4-0. Honestly, great game to Dyer. It was honestly a great game. I misplayed a few times, and I was trying to stall with Reuniclus, which probably wasn't even going to help me much. But that was my only chance to win, and he happened to get a defense drop on his last liquidation. That was honestly very, very upsetting. I still don't think I would have won, but I would have had definitely a better chance of winning. I would definitely had a better chance of winning if I was able to kill this. Reuniclus would have been at about 50%, and with 4 recovers left, he would have had Lycanroc, Kyurem Black, and Sylveon, and I had 4 recovers. I would have had to recover that next turn, so I'd have 3. And then I would have been able to attack once, recover, attack. So maybe I would have been able to kill one more thing, maybe 1 or 2 more things. And then Greninja, depending on what he came in, if he kept the Sylveon in versus the Reuniclus, I would have just Calm Mind against it and been able to do more damage. But I think his only option would have been the Kyurem Black, and I would have probably just tried to recover, stall it. Actually, it has Roost and Sub. I would not have actually done that. I would have hard attacked it because I don't want it setting up a Sub versus me whenever I'm trying to recover. So I would just try to kill it straight away. With the Lycanroc, I would have recovered against it. Even though it has SD, I don't think it would SD versus a plus 3 Reuniclus. Konk was dead. Zapdos was dead. This thing would have been dead, so it would have been these 3 left, and I would have actually had a decent chance of winning, but it happens. I was getting very lucky up until that point. I was hopeful that I would not get the liquidation drop. That was all I was praying for. It happens. But Dyer, great game to you. You played well. You played around my mistakes, and you had great prep because I thought I could just... I should not have actually had any psychic moves on the Tornadus, and I should have just clicked Hurricane. That's my one thing I'm upset with is the my play with Tornadus. I don't actually blame my play with Dragonite at all. I think that was a fine play. It was a little risky, but I think it was fine. At that point, I was already behind, and Dragonite could have swept at that point because I know nothing else is scarfed. Like, I know Kyurem isn't scarfed. I know I outspeed this, and I don't believe a Cellrock would OHKO me, even with my multi-scale broken. So even with a Cellrock, he'd probably have to be +2 to kill me with a Cellrock if I'd had to guess. And he doesn't know if I have extreme speed or not as well. Arachnid, I think I kill with an Outrage. And then Sylveon, I would kill with an Iron Tail. So it happens. Also, I could kill Kyurem with an Iron Tail as well if he came in. It doesn't matter. But anyways, that was my week 2. Sorry for the long ramble at the end. I do believe Dyer played a great game. He played around my flaws of my team. I didn't prep too well. I think I definitely could have prepped better, but at the end of the day, he played well. I didn't play as well, and he ended up winning the game 4-0. Great game to you, Dyer, once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I'm placing a good friend of mine, Dark Devil 26 or Brendan. So look forward to that match. I actually don't believe I actually have beaten Brendan yet. My first time ever battling him, I lost terribly because of a special Zygarde. So, and I don't think we've ever battled since then. So honestly, can't wait to battle him once again. And like I said a million times, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.